Hey y'all, it's your girl Erin from Emery Eats. Today I am going to giving you the step-by-step on one of my favorite dishes to cook. I get a lot of requests for how do I make my roasted chicken look so delicious and so yummy. So today I'm going to oblige you guys, and I'm going to also pair that with some yummy sautéed cabbage as well as some roasted fingerling potatoes. Let's get to it. I'm starting with a few fresh ingredients. I have a small chicken here that I'll be cooking in a stainless steel roasting pan. And one of the key things to ensuring that you have a very flavorful bird is to make sure you season it properly. Everyone is so afraid of over seasoning that they actually under season it. And then you bite into it and guess what? It's too late. Trying to put additional seasoning on a chicken that's already cooked is not good. So you want to make sure that you season it properly. I'm going to be using a multitude of seasonings here, some old, some new. There's a new company that I came across called Brass Cuisine, and I absolutely love their chicken seasoning as well as their garlic pepper. And then I'll be using some freeze-dried oregano and then some McCormick garlic powder and pepper. So I flipped this bird over, as you can see, and I've already started to add some olive oil. This is actually rosemary infused olive oil that I kind of keep handy. And I've also put a little bit of butter on the top just to keep the skin nice and moist. And it'll also make the skin nice and crispy during the cooking process. And now I'm just generously seasoning the front of the bird with all the exact seasonings that I already put on the back side of it. And I know what you guys are thinking. Oh my goodness, E, that looks like so much seasoning. It's going to be too salty. Guys, I've been doing this for a long time. Trust me on this one. Your mouth and your belly will thank you later, okay? You got to just trust me on this one, guys. So now that I think I got this bird flavored up pretty nicely, I'm gonna go back in and seal the deal by adding a little bit more fat. I like to add some more butter at this stage. Some people might just wanna put a little bit more olive oil, but I wanna throw some butter on top of there. Start to add in the fresh ingredients. I have a yellow onion, a half of a yellow onion. I'm gonna also add in some fresh chopped garlic just to take the flavor profile up a notch, as well as some fresh rosemary. Just really get it popping, y'all. I tell y'all, just looking at this already, I'm telling you, it's gonna be amazing, okay? And then of course, y'all know I'm extra, so I'm gonna throw some lemon slices up on top just to get that, you know, little contrast of flavor and just make it all extra yummy. Yes, so this bird right here is dressed and ready to go, I tell you. But before I pop this puppy in the oven, I need to make me some chicken stock. So what I do is I put a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan. You know, when it cooks, it makes its own juices, but I like to pour off some of the juice and, you know, use it for chicken stock for a later use. So I'm going to just put maybe about 1.5 cups of water down in the bottom of the pan, and I'll drain some of that off before I complete the dish. The chicken's going in the oven at 375 degrees, and I'll be back to check in about 45 minutes. Okay, so let's turn our attention over to the cabbage. I'm starting out with about 3 cups of vegetable stock, and I'm going to also simmer that for about 20 minutes with some smoked turkey meat, about 4 to 6 cloves of garlic chopped up. And I like to do this for about 20 to 25 minutes, because I like the meat to get, you know, a little bit on the tender side before I go in and add the cabbage, because I like my cabbage to still be not crunchy, but I don't like it to get soggy. So you just want to make sure that your meat is almost pretty much to the texture and consistency that you want before you add your cabbage in. I have here a medium-sized cabbage. And as you can see, I've chopped my cabbage in very thick chunks. I like it that way as opposed to shredded. But again, you know, it's a personal choice. So if you prefer your cabbage to be thinly sliced or shredded, then by all means do so. It's all about what you want, your personal preferences, and that's the way it should always be. As you can see, I'm adding in some salt. That's actually kosher sea salt. I'm not going to put a lot of salt in there because, you know, I did use the smoked turkey, and I've also flavored it with the garlic. So you don't really need to do much at this point. I'm adding in some chili flakes, and I'm going to let that simmer down and almost like a little spa bath. 10 minutes later, and it's simmering nicely, and it'll probably be another 10 minutes before it's ready. Now let's get back to this chicken. It's been about 45 minutes on 375, and it looks like I got the chicken stock that I wanted. Yay! So I'm going to drain some of that off. Actually, no, I decided not to drain some off because I'm going to put the fingerling potatoes right down in all of that juice, and that's going to help it cook. And then after the potatoes are done, maybe I'll drain some of the juice off and use that for chicken stock for a later time frame. So just throwing in some fingerling potatoes. I probably have about 8 to 10 of those. Put those down in the bottom of the pan, and then I'm going to put the chicken back in the oven, still at 375. Actually, I'm going to bring the temperature up a bit to about 400 since I'm putting in new ingredients. That way it continues to cook. So I'll put that in at 400 for about 30 minutes. Wait, hold up. While I was over here running my mouth about this chicken, do y'all see this cabbage? This cabbage is over here showing out, baby, okay? Oh, my goodness. Like that little spa bath did it some good, honey. I need to go get me a spa bath if I'm going to turn out looking this good. This cabbage is looking so delicious. I cannot wait to dig in. So let me hurry up and check on this chicken and see what's going on with these potatoes. The chicken is definitely coming along nicely. The potatoes are done. I think at this stage, I'm just going to give it one more baste and then turn the temperature up to 450 and let it get all brown because the chicken is basically done at this point. I just wanted to get all golden brown and crispy and delicious looking. So 30 more minutes, guys, and we can eat. Yumsters, there you have it, guys. My slow roasted rosemary and garlic chicken with fingerling potatoes and sauteed cabbage. Thanks for watching, y'all. And you know my pot's always clicking, so click, comment, and subscribe to see more of my delicious recipes. See you soon. Bye.